one, save, post this, and also we're going to be continuing the anime shot today, so I'm just going to put that on while it's playing. I love how like every time I try and get ready before stream, just never happens. Where is it? Close this one, post. Okay, you should be good to go. So I've done most of the headlining. This is sort of what it's gonna look like, but just wanted to make sure that I had different bits and pieces first, because I hadn't actually done like a look development for it. So well, let's see, let's turn this off and hide the texture layers. I haven't done the rest of the thing yet. I do need to like put some actual lines on her as well. Okay, let's turn these back on so we have a rough. That would be nice. Okay, right. I'll finish off doing the eyes first, and then we'll do the hair, I think. So, should be one of these. There we go. Have they slid to the side a second? No, that one was just a frame shorter. Let me refresh this. YouTube has been playing up today. There we go. I was like, I'm sure there's people talking in chat. Slayer, Devi, Akshu, Aaron Can't Draw. It was always me and Fish. Hello, how's it going? Yusuf, hello. It's 3 o'clock today in the UK. It's a little bit later than I usually do, but I've had to finish off some freelance stuff before I got started on this. I was like, I just know that you're not going to do it if you if I put it off. So I was like, I'll get a little bit done today. Where's my brush? Here it is. So we're using a completely different brush to the other one. There we go. 6 o'clock. Nice. Yeah. So what is everyone up to this weekend? I hope you're doing good. Doing the eye today. So this one should actually... Just gonna grab these and put them here. There we go. I want them to be kind of even. There we are. And then I've got one between these two that I need to do. That's the question. I think I need to get rid of the pink layer that I've got. Not that one. This one. To be honest, I probably should have sorted out the bits and pieces first. Okay, so these eyes are a little bit wider. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab these ones and line them up with the top or the bottom lash, actually. There. And then I'm just going to erase this top bit, I think. Just make sure I grab it properly. Make sure the eyebrows are in like a similar place. Yeah. There. Let's have a look. Do I work fully at home or in a studio? No, it's fully at home. Are you on with YouTube removing the dislike button? I think it was a bad move, to be honest. I really like the dislike button. It shows like a good, if you've got a good tutorial, the ratio of likes to dislikes is always super helpful. So I prefer when I'm watching stuff to see if it's any good or not. I use it by the dislike and like button. Just Emma, Midnight, hello, how's it going? Just started an animation course. It's definitely fun, but quite hard when you're a beginner like myself. Yeah, I haven't actually made any animation before I went to uni, so I was completely in the same boat. So Creo, hello, how's it going? Oh, that is strong today. Did I know that there is a Chrome extension that adds back the dislike button? No, I didn't. Usually I don't tend to have too many extensions and stuff because I was like, if they've removed it, so I'm not really going to bother. But that does sound quite helpful. I might have to check it out. Okay, let's have a little flip through. I want, where is it? I want a pressure on here. It's not quite as neat as I'd like it, but that'll be alright. There we go. I do like lining, but it's always quite, it's a bit stressful when your hand doesn't do what you want it to. Okay, that's that one. And actually, if I just copy and paste it actually. So I'll grab it as a brush, remove those. And then I will flip it. It's X, isn't it? Yeah. And there, I guess. And let's neaten up this edge because you can actually see this one. Just started using Critter. Any tips? I would suggest starting with something like small and just getting used to the program first before you try and make something really, really complicated. Something like the basics of animation when they do a ball bounce or a pendulum swing or like a walk cycle is really great to start off with. Yeah. Can we see it played so far? So this yeah, I've done like, this is kind of like the look of the shot. So if I play it through, you can see like the roughs and some of the line things that we got going on. There is a, I'll turn it back on for you, but we have these. Oh, no, didn't mean to do that. So that is the full. I've just messed up the textures. No. Okay, cool. That's so fun. That's what it looks like now. All right, let's see. We'll just do these on like 50 for now. They're definitely too bright. I'm just gonna turn them all down to like 24. Because that is not what it should look like. Oh, great. Let's see. Regina, hi, how's it going? I hope you're doing good. And TV Paint is saving. Love that. Like it does get a little bit annoying if it's, you know, so this is, I'll just leave the texture and stuff on. I'll sort it later because you know us, I'm not gonna fix it now. So we have these. These iframes. I think this one is closest. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to paste it, this one, and then just adjust. So just want to get rid of this top part. And go across like this. I'm only going to be streaming for like a couple of hours today because I've got to go out in for the first time in absolutely ages. Going for like a Christmas dinner at a local place we really like. Let's get rid of that. And flip it. And then twist it. Just a bit more, I think. That one has moved over to the side. I've moved the position of some of these, and you can tell. I think it's this one that's the problem, and that one. No! It's all going wrong. It's all going wrong. Let's refresh this. Okay, let's move this over. this one. There we go. And then this one also needs to be moved now. There. This is why you should always neaten up your roughs. Shama, Dreamy, hello. So cold where I live. In the mornings it's 40 Fahrenheit, in the afternoons 50. It doesn't snow here, it goes to 80 in the summer. Probably not cold for you guys. Euphoria, hello. How's it going? What is the temperature? The temperature is 5 degrees Celsius at the minute in the UK. I don't know what that is in Fahrenheit. Blue Beanie, hello. I hope you're doing good. Okay, let's just make this. Just gonna do an in-between here and then move it. The eyebrows are fine because they can just be moved, like pasted. Blue Beanie, thank you so much. I'm glad that you like my stuff. I am doing good, thank you. Go on, hello, how's it going? Hope everyone's having a good weekend so far. Okay. That should be fine. Just doing some animation for the story time. I'm hoping this will be finished like in the new year. If I hadn't suddenly had this freelance work, I probably would have finished by now, but we'll keep pressing on because I have thought about like scrapping it and just doing something else, but I was like, no, I have started it. I've done too much work to just finish and like just scrap it, so we'll keep going. Though I would very much like to do something else. This is probably one of my last big projects like this. I might do like smaller ones, but there. And then I'm just gonna grab the eyebrow from like another one and put that in the middle and then flip it around. No, wrong one. A bit more. Also, I finished Arcane last night and it was so good. It was so good. It really makes me want to do 3D now. It's a very, very rare thing where I'm like, oh, actually 3D. So, let's see. No worries, Euphoria. It's all good. I'm only going to be streaming for a couple of hours anyway because I've got to go in a bit. But just want to get a little bit done, and I'd rather stream for a little bit than not at all. So thank you so much for coming to the stream anyway. I really appreciate it. Ruler, hello. Mads, hello. How's it going? I hope you're all doing good. Okay, so this one, I am just going to copy this. No, I didn't want to do that. I just want this single frame. So we go to the side. tilt a little bit. Yeah, I think that's about right. Actually, I'll undo it and just have it move a little bit more down. That's better. And then we want the full eye, which is here. They are a little bit twisted. I have to zoom out, I think, to make sure that they're level. Thinking there. Yeah. And then this one has a completely different shape, so I'm going to just go across like this. We put I say we, I didn't do any of it, but we put our holiday decorations up today, which they're looking cute. To be honest, I'm not like a big fan of Christmas. The food is like the best bit for me. Yeah, I use the drawing tablet. It's the XP Pen Artist 13.3 Pro. To be honest, I've been looking at getting a slightly bigger one because I've got a lot of like toolbars and stuff, and I would like a bit more room to draw. So we'll see. I was looking at like the 22 or the 24, but I think if I'm going to spend more money on a tablet, I would like it to be 4K, especially if it's a bigger screen. But at the minute, I'm looking at ones by XP Pen, and they are 2K at most, I think. So, Shivraj, hi, how's it going? I am doing good, thank you. I'm glad you like my stuff. Hope your weekend's going well. Oh, that is really strong. Might need to dilute it a bit. Have squash. Anita, hi. Yeah, chill stream as always. Just trying to get a bit more done before I have to go out later. Okay, that was. I thought that was part of the brush, but it is not. There we go. And like I want it like a sharp point. Does the XP Pen tablet get hot after a while? Losing it. There's only like it does get a bit warm at the bottom of the screen. So if I've got it balanced like this corner, this corner just here, and like at the bottom of the screen does get warm, but it doesn't get hot like my Wacom tablet did. So if you're looking for a 4K tablet, I think Huion has one. All up to you there. I haven't worked with Huion before, so I haven't tested them, but I've heard like good things, so I will definitely check them out. Maybe like in the new year. Let's have a look. Hello, how can I get copyright-free audios without any YouTube copyright? Is there any way? Yeah, sure. So there's Harris Heller, who basically does stream beats. You can download his music and it's all copyright-free. There's also the YouTube Studio, which does copyright-free music, and I get all my stuff from those two places, so they're great. and I'm glad the animation process and stuff has been helpful. That is exactly why I made the videos, so I'm so glad you like them. Lots more of those in the works. I'm working on the compositing video at the moment. Okay. Like this. Just gonna fill this in. Let's have a look. Oh, can I type in the name? So it's Stream Beats, and then it's the YouTube studio. I'm just going to put, I can't remember what it's exactly called, but it's the audio in the YouTube studio. How do I deal with noise while using the Blue Yeti? I struggle with it. It's so sensitive. Do I use soundproofing or change some settings? So I'm not using the Blue Yeti at the minute. I'm using a different microphone, but because the Blue Yeti is a bit too heavy for this mic arm. So the setting I use is, hang on, the third one in. It looks like a little love heart. This camera's not that great. Hang on. Let me see. I have a tutorial on how I record and treat all my audio in that playlist. So you should be able, that should be able to help maybe. So I reduce the noise, I level it and reduce the noise in the clips for videos before I like publish them. I do also have these, hang on, we'll change it back to yeah, so I have the panels in the back and I have 6 of them. So I have 3 at the front, 1 over there, and then 2 at the back. And that just absorbs some of the reverb and echo that was in the room because it was really bad when I didn't have anything on the walls at all. So that soaks up some of the echo and the reverb and generally makes the audio sound a lot nicer and crisper. So I'm new to digital painting, so what can I suggest? iPad or tablet at the beginning, please help. Oh my god, I'm going mute when I switch to the camera. Amazing. That would be why. I didn't have the audio thing on for that. Amazing. Thank you so much. So basically, I have, okay, this is going so well. Yeah, I'm just going to play this through while I'm talking. So I have these panels at the back that I showed you in the big camera, and they're basically just wood with a bit of foam in, and then covered with like some cotton, linen, whatever fabric, and then they're hung on the wall so it absorbs some of the reverb from the audio. When I'm recording something, I'll record straight into Audacity, and then I will level the audio and then reduce the noise in it before I then bring it into like my editing or animation software to do editing or lip sync or whatever. So Let's see. I thought you use it now because your sound is good and clear. Oh, thanks. Yeah, I tend to switch between the two. So for live streams, I have this little mic. It's the Wave 3, and I got it on offer about a year ago. But for my basically all my other videos and stuff, I'll use the Blue Yeti. So to be honest, the difference in sound is minimal. To be honest, I don't really think there is much of a difference in sound between the two. I probably would have just kept the Yeti as normal and not got this, but the Elgato streaming software was a little better, so I could like split up everything into different sections, and I was gonna do like some game recording stuff, but that hasn't happened yet because, you know, your girl is busy. But yeah. As for a drawing tablet, it really depends on what your budget is. I started out with a little tablet that was like A5 size, and it wasn't a screen tablet. I do think screen tablets are a lot easier to work with, and I would recommend tablets by XP Pen. I think they're really good, and a lot cheaper than Wacom, which is what I started out with. If you're, let's have a look. If you're doing, if you're going to use an iPad for more than just like drawing, I'd get the iPad, but it really depends on your budget. And if you already have like a good PC laptop that you can hook your tablet up to, because obviously the ones that are tablet only, like this, because I've got it hooked up to my PC, they don't come with any other software, so it's just what you have. Okay, now let's actually watch this through and make sure that I've done it properly. No, there is a... Oh, that's because I haven't done it. I was like, why is it not moved? I haven't added an extra frame there, that's why. Let's copy that. So blog I use the panels, the results good. You're looking for another solution, so you can just do like a pillow or blanket fort around it, as long as so basically what you could do is you get like a side table, put your mic underneath the table, put a blanket over the top, and then some cushions on the other side, and then talk into it like that. It will absorb a lot more of the echo and reverb, and you don't have to do all of this stuff in the background anyway. A lot cheaper as well, so yeah. So this art style is part of like a little transition. So we've got like the regular stuff in here, and then this is, where is it? I'll just play you like the little transition. So it's gonna be like that. It will make sense when like the thing is finished. So it's only for like a couple of shots that the style is different. It was meant to be funny, but I've been looking at it for so long that I'm not even sure it's funny anymore. Oh no. Yeah, okay, I'm just gonna move it down. And then here, and What is that eyebrow like? Not like that. I'm going to do it there, I think. Yeah. And then I'm going to grab this eye. What is that? Okay. I did wonder, I was like, I've accidentally drawn a very small section there. If you have a walk-in closet, you could use that too. Yeah, like any small space that is easier to just sort out, you know. Once I'm done, can I show us some other scenes? For sure, of course. Where is it? Here? Is it this one? That is before I grabbed it. So flip it around. That should be there. And then I'm going to copy it over. Oh, it is just that one. And I'm going to move it down. Yeah, that's much better. Also, this nose. So what we have is this. Like that. What is wrong with that eye? I think it's too close to the eyebrow, that one. So I'm going to grab this. And V. Just going to flip it around and paste it. Let's see. The amount of room preparation I have to do just to record is pure. Yeah, like I have carpet in this room as well, so it does help. The worst bit, like you don't want to record in a corner of the room because that's even worse, and that is what I was doing in the beginning. Yeah, so carpet or a rug is good, like a blanket over your head. You know. At the minute I don't have any. They're called bass traps. I don't have any bass traps in this room. And I don't have anything on the ceiling either, which is... It's alright for now. But eventually, I would like something. Yeah, I would like something in the... like in the corners and on the ceiling. And just done properly. Where's the head layer? Hello there. Oh, I'm not happy with this nose. I've just realised that it isn't centered, and I'm also gonna have to sort out the underneath, but it's okay. We can do that. I'm just gonna grab this. There we go. Oops. Is this TV Paint? So yeah, this is TV Paint. Which of the free / cheaper one-time purchase programs that you tried have I liked best? I I quite liked Clip Studio EX, but I did very limited animation on there. Like, haven't tried it out properly. To be honest, I would say that I liked Blender the best out of all the programs I tried. Like, it's even better that it's free. I'm going to be doing like a proper review on that, hopefully sometime soon. But oh no, I've moved it and the thing. Okay, we can do this. We can do that. We can eyeball it. But yeah, I definitely recommend Blender. The grease pencil tool was so good. Had a lot of fun using that. And would highly recommend. Would use again. And then this nose is different. So. Oh, that's an eye. And I want constant pressure on this. But yeah, I really liked Blender. And if your PC is or laptop is beefy enough, like, to be honest, I think it can run pretty well on even non-beefy PCs and laptops. So would recommend Blender. Let's grab this and see where it is. There, much better. So this is what it's gonna look like. I do need to finish the other eye, obviously, but I need to sort out the pupils because at the minute they are all over the place. So let's do this mouth just so we can get the ball rolling. Mouth. There we go. Yeah, so it goes smaller here. It's so hot. It's 29 degrees. That is hot. Yeah, I don't, especially if you're starting out, I don't really think that you should care about the quality too much. It shouldn't like stop you from making stuff, and you should really just enjoy it as much as you can in the beginning and just really just go for it, because you'll regret it more if you don't start at all. So yeah, you don't need like the most expensive mic. Like a Blue Yeti is good. The Wave 1 and the Wave 3 from Elgato, they're also good. They do a discount, so I got the Wave 3 at a discount, so it ended up being like £117, which with the Blue Yeti when I bought it was 100, and I got a pop filter as well, and that was like a tenner. So really both the mics cost about the same. But yeah, let's see, just realized that I had a second mic on for a second. Yeah, no worries. The pillow and blankets is a good way. Looking forward to the Blender review. Yeah, I'm gonna do like a walkthrough of my thoughts and also just the shortcuts and stuff I found useful in general. So Blender is a bit much for 2D. OpenToonz is a better look because of all its effects are professionally tailored for 2D animation by Ghibli. JP, I tried Blender and I really liked it. Yeah, if you're looking for tutorials and stuff at the minute, there's Team Miracles on YouTube. Their stuff is super good, and it's all like, a lot of it is 2D only. They do like some rotoscoping, very cool. Haven't tried OpenToonz yet. but I like the look and feel of Blender. So Osmac, hello, how's it going? I have the Razer Siren Mini, mostly because it was pink. Oh, the audio quality is pretty good. Nice. Like, honestly, yeah, you don't have to have a super good mic. I looked back at my old videos and they were terrible, but that wasn't because of the mic. That's literally just because I didn't like clean up the audio properly. So you really can like just treat your audio, even if it's just like your phone or a pair of like earphones that you have like the little mic on, should be fine. Compare OpenTune's Gaussian blur to Clip Studio Art software. You will see a big difference in quality with OpenTune's effects. Oh, nice. I'm guessing OpenTunes is what you use, JP. Unless you use something else. Okay, let's do this mouth. So I just want it to twist a little bit. Why is there no guide? Have I turned it off? Is it this one? No. Is it this one? It is that one. There. That is not right. Let me just turn off the body because that is distracting. And then I'm gonna go here. I'll just do it manually. Pressure. How do I animate so smoothly? So most of the time it will be keyframed animation rather than post-to-pose animation rather than straight ahead. So straight ahead is where you do one pose and you just draw from the start to the end of the animation, but pose to pose keeps things a bit more consistent, and so you get like the main parts of the animation and then you do the bits between like that, so it helps. I'll do like a proper smooth animation tutorial eventually. OpenTunes is more for production level effects. It's best used for something like Clip Studio, Creator or TV Paint, and import your images sequence for color and compositing. All right. Spitfire Storyboards use Blender to board really dynamic scenes easier because of the 3D mixture you can do. It looks so cool. Yeah, this is me as an anime character. I thought it would be cool in one of the shots, or a couple of the shots, to do like a anime version, because I usually do like a cartoony, cutesy, circly character usually. Pretty sure KD sacrificed blood, sweat, tears, and the souls of the innocent. No, just a lot of sleep and some back pain. But yeah, like the 2D, 3D stuff looks so good. I really want to try some. I've got some footage to animate over the top of as well. I just want to try all the things. Just not enough time in the day to get everything done. have to do it like that. I have to give myself teeth. Or it's gonna be, let me take this off. When they do like the lines at the edges. Don't know if that looks any good. Yeah, that's a little better. I think we'll do it like that. Oh, I have like a proper office chair. I do need a new tablet stand for this one, because although I do like the tablet, this stand only comes with like a single prop, and that's not good. So I try and do like stretches and stuff. I don't tend to animate hunched over like this for too long, so the proper stand is next on my list. And I do have a standing desk that I use when I'm like not streaming. Look at that. Okay, we do want some tiny dimples. And then this one. But yeah, like obviously I'm definitely not gonna overwork myself for story time. When there was like a really bad habit for people in uni when they were like, oh, I've pulled this many all-nighters, and I was like, no thank you. I did a couple and I just felt so awful afterwards. I was just like, I'm never doing this again. The whole sleep when I'm dead thing does not apply. If I need rest, I will rest. I've learnt my lesson. It's not, you don't end up being any more productive. And in fact, after a while, I end up slowing down. So I'm like, I need to rest, I need to eat or sleep or have a drink or something and just do something else for a while if I'm not being productive. And then usually when I come back, I'm like, whoa, this is so much faster. And I feel better as well. Ugh, call on me then. Let's see, Spartan, hello, how's it going? You could buy a laptop angler and put the laptop at an angle, but you could use it to angle a tablet. Yeah, I have thought about that. There are some arms that you can get that like clip to your desktop and then you can move it around. But I just haven't got around to it. I probably should have had a look at something on Black Friday, but I didn't. It just slipped my mind. So I have got I do usually use like this case, but if I'm pressing hard it will like slide around, so we'll DIY something. Hustle culture at its most toxic. Yeah, chronic sleep deprivation is the worst. Yeah, whenever someone's like, oh, sleepers for the week or anything like that, I'm just like, no, please don't look after yourself. I had like severe burnout when I left uni because I really pushed myself. And like pushing yourself is fine, but as long as you're not gonna make yourself ill. And I did. I was doing an internship and I'd pitched
and was preparing to pitch a short film. And I also had hand in for my third year film and my dissertation and everything all at the same time, and it was within like a month time frame. And I ended up having to ask for an extension because I'd made myself ill, which I got the extension. I was happy about that, but it was very tight either way for submission for the film and stuff. And I just remember I had to go to London for a couple of days once we had like been accepted for the money for making this short film. And it was one of the most embarrassing points of my life, because I was, you know, when you just get ill and overwhelmed. I don't know if anyone else does this, but I was like, I feel awful. So I did one day, and then the second day I was like, I'm gonna have to go home. And I spoke to one of the organisers, and I cried, and I was like, oh no. I was like, I'm really sorry, I'm ill, I just had hand in. And we'd worked with them before with like on another project, and I was like, I'm really sorry, but I am so ill, I need to go home. And they were like, yeah, it's fine, why have you come if you're ill? And I was like, I thought you needed me. And I really just shouldn't have gone. But yeah, I put too much on my plate, and you know, it's just not good. But yeah, I cried, and it was, when I cry, it's an ugly cry, and that is one of like my top 10 cringe moments where I'm like, you know, when you're just thinking about something, you're like, oh, like that. That's one of them. It's one of them. What animation program did I first use when I started animating? So I didn't have any proper animation program. I think I had a free trial of Photoshop, and I saw that one of the people I really liked who did animation used Photoshop. So I used one of their tutorials, but it was so I was not good at it at all. It was slow, and I think that was a couple of months before I had my interview for uni to get accepted on the course, for animation course. And I was like, are they going to expect me to have animated something before? So I was like, let's do a walk cycle. It took me 2 days to do a walk cycle. It was alright. It wasn't great, but yeah, it was alright for a first go, but it took so long. And then as soon as I got into uni, they started teaching us TV Paint. So I used the uni's copies of TV Paint for a while, and then things started getting busy at the uni, and so they had like media labs. So it was basically just a massive room filled with computers, but it wasn't like just for our course. There was like a lot of other courses that used the media labs, and there was like taught sessions in there, and you could never ever get a computer. So if it was a taught session, they were like, you're gonna have to find somewhere else. Other places the computers were slower, and if the 3D people had their like stuff rendering, they'd have like 2-3 rows at the back all rendering, and you couldn't touch them, and that made it worse. So I was like, you know what, I'll just buy TV Paint, and I got a good discount with the student one. Yeah, the student version is like a third of the price. So I got the pro version, and instead of like 1,200, it ended up being like 400. So but yeah, I'm definitely in a better place than when I left uni. I only take on what I know I can get done and rest properly, because what usually happens when you've got like freelance work, it's usually like you have a moment where there's like no projects at all, and you're like, oh god, am I ever gonna get a project again? is this even what I'm meant to be doing? And then you'll get 3 projects come at once, and you'll have to figure out whether to accept them all and see if you can work it out in your schedule, or you just take a couple instead, like 1 or 2. And then it's that one. And then this one. Okay. But yeah, just make sure that you look after yourself, because if you don't, you'll probably have a much shorter time doing art and stuff than you originally would have. And I want to be able to do art and stuff for as long as possible, so that's why I've also got these glasses, because I was like, I'm spending a lot of time at the PC, a lot of time looking at screens, and I was like, I need to get a checkup for my eyes. And they said my eyesight was fine. Basically, every 15 minutes, you're meant to like look away, look at like the corner of the room and focus on something so your eyes can adjust, because looking at a screen, something that's very close to your face, isn't good. So that's what I look away quite often now, but I've got these glasses and they're basically for my PC work, so I don't strain my eyes quite so much. Because that's another thing, you definitely want to look after your eyes. So do your stretches during and after work, so like making sure that you're stretching out all your tendons and doing a little wiggle. I think there's like guides and stuff on YouTube. I'll see if I can put some references to some good exercises and things in the Discord, because that is important. No one likes carpal tunnel. Let's see. It's that one. Okay, that is just the same one. So what I'll do is I'll stretch it across and then move it down. Like that. So I think these two, I've added in these little, why is my eraser so big? There we go. Yeah, I added in those little bits at the side because I was like, oh, they don't have it. But yeah, my original roughs were correct. I'm glad your waffles didn't burn. Let's see. Oh, so this little guy is a brain. My brain. So he like is in this other shot. This one. You might remember it from, it's a bit laggy because this shot is absolutely massive and the project is 4K, so but yeah, this is the little brain. This shot does actually still need finishing because it needs some, what are they called, little levers that he moves there. Did I find university useful for networking? How else do you recommend finding people that recommend you for jobs that aren't open application? So I did find university useful. I prefer like a learning environment that someone's going to tell me what to do, because I wasn't like that confident when I first started. Obviously I was like, is this the right way to do things? I want to know how to do it properly and not just sort of be self-taught. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but I learn best in an environment when there's other people there sort of like pushing me on, and yeah, and just being influenced by other people. So that was useful. I have, most of the jobs that I get are from like recommendations basically. So if someone has, like my friends who work in like studios or freelance for themselves, they'll be like, I can't take this, do you want it? Or like, I've recommended you for this thing. And I'm like, oh great, cool. Or sometimes they'll be like, oh, I've got this thing that's coming up. We're gonna do an application, just apply. Hang on a sec. Hi guys. Okay, don't worry. What was I saying? What was I saying before I got distracted? Basically, I'm gonna have to stop stream in not too long, but like 10 minutes or so. So we're just gonna have a little look at this one. What is the next step for this? So next step for this would probably be like the fringe. The pupils need to be done, and then the hair, because the body is actually finished, but I turned it off to, and we're saving again. Amazing. Let's see. But yeah, so oh yeah, that's what I was saying. So most of the jobs that I have had, I've been from recommendation. So I applied for a few things on Facebook groups when I left uni, so they were like very low budget stuff, and eventually, like, when I work on a project, I try and be the person I would want to work with. So I get my stuff in on time. If I don't know something, ask a question. Before I start a project, I will always ask for like what kind of export stuff that they want and layers and things. So I try and be the person that I want to work with, and those experiences have meant that people have come back and been like, oh, Catherine was good to work with, and they basically were like, we've got this other project, do you want to work on this with us? And usually I'll say yes. Most of the work that I have done freelance, I'm not actually like animation. I do line and colour, so, or clean up and colour. So it's like the animator will pass the stuff on to me, and then I will do this basically. So I'll line it and colour it and add textures and stuff, and sometimes I will create my own brushes and textures to go on top of that, or if they have a look that they've made in Photoshop and they're like, we need a brush like this to make this effect for this lighting, I'll be like, I can see what we like and figure out how we translate that over. But yeah, basically friends and recommendations just from applying for things, so you just have to sort of build it up. I hope that makes sense, but uni was useful. I do wish they'd have taught more business stuff though, because there was more of the focus on like learning to animate, and while that's great, especially if you want to make a career out of it, you need to sort of be business savvy as well. But yeah, Osmac, thank you so much. I'm glad glad you like the stuff. Mildan, thank you. KD, do you make money from these streams? So I'm like super transparent with you guys. I don't make a lot of money from YouTube. If YouTube could get me full time, I would do that full time. So I make like 10 pence on a YouTube stream, unless someone does like a donation, and then I get, I think it was like, depending on what percentage YouTube takes, I think I get like 70%, but streams don't usually make me very much, if any, money. They're usually like pence, so yeah. Pixar, I am 26. Yeah. Some people think I'm like a lot younger than that. No, I'm 26. I have been ID'd for a lottery ticket when I went in to get one when I was picking up some shopping, and they were like, oh, they were very surprised when I handed them my ID. I was like, no, I am older than 16. Thank you. That's not very cash money. Yeah, YouTube takes 55% of any revenue that I get. So basically, yeah, so let's say I make £100 on YouTube from like my videos and stuff, they'll take like £55 out of that, so I'll get like 45, if that makes sense. But yeah, like any money I make on YouTube is like nice. Obviously I was doing it for like 2 years for free before I got monetized anyway. But yeah, I'm definitely not doing YouTube for the money, because YouTube doesn't pay enough for me to be like, yeah, I'm doing it for the money. So yeah. Otherwise, if what was I going to say? If YouTube ended up being enough to support me full time, I would probably stop taking, hang on, I'm out of focus. Hello, come on, focus, please. We'll get there eventually. Anyway, we're going to be fuzzy for a bit. So if YouTube was enough, if I made enough money on YouTube to support me full time, I would stop doing freelance and just focus on YouTube and tutorials and stuff. But it doesn't, so I keep up with my freelance work. But yeah. Do I know anyone who draws with a mouse and digital brushes and is good? I met someone at a networking event at like the city, but he used a mouse and he was great, but it was more like illustrations than animations because it took so long. How am I coloring that? So I'm closing off the areas, and I'll use something called, where's a demonstration to show you? I'll use the CTG layer in CV Paint, which basically acts like a bucket fill tool, but I can draw a line across multiple areas and it will fill it in for me. But yeah, I have to go now. We have to go pick up my sister, ready to go to dinner. I really appreciate you all coming out and keeping me company, and hopefully I can stream a little bit more next week. We'll see how that's going. I've got freelance stuff at the minute. Same. I mean, yeah, for sure, that would be so good. I'll do like a little alert thing on the Discord, so if you want to join that, sure. If when I go live, but I'll post in the hopefully I can stream next week. Thank you all so much for coming, and I'll put alerts in the usual places as I normally do for any further streams. But yeah, I will catch you all later. Oh, also I'm using TV Paint 11 Pro. But yeah, thank you so much for coming. I will see you next time. Bye.